Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and I haven't posted in a while because I have been on a 70-day placement with the university I'm at currently studying at York, and I'm doing social work masters. Now let me give you a little rundown what's been happening. I did my placement and I was in probation kind of sector, which was really good. I learned so much. I travelled a lot around up and down York, and the experience I got, like going into prisons and stuff like that, I would never have had the opportunity. Also, alongside my placement, I had to meet my PCFs. A lot of other universities kind of do it differently to us, but we had to like write two bit of evidence for midway and two bits of evidence for final, but actually I found out you could have put as much evidence as you wanted. Two was like kind of the minimum you have to do. You had to get feedback from people, and I got really funny bits of feedback and stuff like that. But what I wanted to let everybody know is that the amount of expense receipts that I had to like prove and print out was a lot. So like financially you do get it back, but I was given it in cash. Like I think one week I got £80 in cash, and like for me that out of pocket meant I had to go into my overdraft a few times because I had £50, but that's it for the week. I tried to budget myself like £50 a week. That would be for groceries, and I don't know if anyone else has this problem with the University of York. It is like £10 to do your wash, and I think that's outrageous. And as a runner, I run about 3 or 4 times a week. It used to be more when first of all I wasn't on placement, and second of all I just coming back from an injury, so it's less running. So at the moment, actually financially it's not really it's not a big deal, because I'm not washing as often, because I would be washing twice a week, and a lot of people have campaigned at the university about it and nothing really gets done. I want to give an overall summary. So my course was broken down from September to December. I think we had 4 assignments. One was about like knowledge into practice, which was I really enjoyed. We also were with the super group, so we had to pretend to be a social worker, like use the skills we've learned in a knowledge into practice. We had a law and policy essay as well, which was it was interesting, to say the least, that has to be said. And I think we had a role play, which I just said, knowledge into practice essay, law and policy essay. Okay, so we only had 2 or 3 assignments, which wasn't bad. Which I like the way this university has like structured and broken everything up. A lot of universities don't give enough space for the university students to actually do well and to understand everything. So if you wanted to do or go to the University of York, I would say practically it's actually a very good university of giving you time and space to do everything, because we like literally it was due in January. We got all the stuff in November, and January they have something called a reading week. Well, or it's not a reading week, but it's more like if you've got exams week, so it's like a month off, so you had time to do your essays before you went to placement. So as I said, I did a 70-day placement because of my first year. Alongside placement, we did have another knowledge into practice part 2, and the one thing I disliked was the fact that we had that, which was fine, I could get that done, I could balance my work and stuff like that, but it was the massive, you had to do midway and your final was due the day after you finished. So if you finished on a Friday, you're lucky because you have until Monday. See, I finished on a Wednesday, so mine was due on Thursday. So there's little bits that I'm like, is that fair? Is that not fair? Like at the end of the day, you get it done because when you're in the line of work, you get it done, if that makes sense. So since I finished placement, I was given little gifts. I got a peanut with a cowboy, and I'm so happy. I got a sweet little card. I got a plant that's like shaped as a turtle. And and they had a lunch for me in my honour, which was really sweet. And I got like some bits of chocolates and sweets and stuff like that as well. And my cards is like, good luck with your next adventure, which is really, really sweet. And the one advice I would say to everyone, like at the start of placement, I was a bit shaky. I didn't know where I stood and stuff like that. But also, I'm also autistic, so that might have a massive, like I didn't understand the culture of the workplace, like what to do, what not to do, what to say, what's appropriate, what's inappropriate, because I don't know, I've never worked in an office space. So this was really good to set me up for a statutory placement. If I didn't have the amount of support, and I did get a lot of support, like I saw my supervisor probably 3 times a week, 4 times a week, and we had literally half an hour, so actually an hour and 30 minutes each week properly speaking. And if we didn't do that, we had like throughout the week we would speak. She'd communicate by calling, text message, like she was so good. And I think you want a supervisor to at least decently have a conversation with you, like, and be able to communicate with you. And also the people on placement were really, really nice to me. They would always speak to me, even if they were busy, they would make time, although I'm not sure when their lunch times are. But anyway, I'm going to watch England play now, so if you like this video and you want more tips or anything about social work, let me know. But thank you for watching. Bye.